Hey guys, how are you today? Today is May 3rd, guys. We have made it to May. I'm excited to say we made it in May. We are halfway into the year. I hope, besides the fact that you have had herpes, other great things have happened in your life. I know sometimes it's very, very hard to look at any good in your life after you find out you have herpes or still struggling to accept yourself with herpes, or herpes is really a reason why you're really struggling with things in your life. So I'm really excited to just come on here really quick and just talk to you guys. As anybody know, if you're following me on my social medias, which is my Instagram, my Facebook, my personal Facebook page, and also my business page, you will see that I have a no shame month. So no shame May. Last year I did no shame as well. And I also did a seminar of how to overcome shame. And I'm kind of thinking if I want to do that again. So let me know if you want to do that. And I'll let y'all know. I did enjoy doing that. But anywho, I really want to talk about shame. And this is something really, really difficult that it's so hard for us to overcome. And a lot of us don't understand shame is like the foundation of this stigma. Like literally, it is the fuel to the fire, pretty much. So I want us to get to a point when we overcome the shame. And when we overcome the shame, it gets so much easier for this stigma to just dwell away. But if we continue to be so shameful, then we continue to strengthen the stigma. As much as y'all may say, well, I ain't create the stigma, blah, blah, blah. We all did to a certain extent. Let's really be honest. Before we even got to this point, we may not have been nasty, we may not have been mean, but still we snickered, we laughed, and we started to believe the stigma. My whole thing is the stigma is nothing but something that people continue to push. Some people continue to believe. And at the end of the day, if we continue to believe it, especially for us, if we continue to believe it, how do we expect anything to change? I truly, 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 truly believe God has put me on this earth to kill the stigma of herpes. But at the end of the day, I want y'all to understand it requires all of us to get over the stigma. Okay? The stigma is just simply what other people think. It ain't even the truth. Let's really get into it, because today I asked, what are you most shameful about what are you most shameful about? Typically living with herpes. Most of us are most shameful because it considers us to be promiscuous, a hoe, a thought, or whatever you want to call it these days. It also consider us as nasty. It consider us as damaged goods, and also consider us as irresponsible human beings, basically. And my whole thing, let's break each one of these down. Number one, I don't care how many sex partners you had. That does not change the fact that sex is risky. Okay, guys, let me be very, very transparent with y'all. I have had way over 30 plus guys. I'm only 28 years old. I started having sex when I was 13 years old. So with that being said, my numbers up in the sky, okay? I know it's way over 30. I think it's way over 50. Truth be told, I don't even know because I stopped counting when I was a teenager, okay? So with that being said, guys, just because I was quote unquote promiscuous, is that a reason why I should have got an STD? I was still protecting myself. I was still using protection. I never had, and let's really break this thing, I never had an STD until I turned 20. I started having sex at 13 with people who was clearly older than me and probably doing way more than me and knew better than me. But with that being said, I wasn't always using protection. Let's be transparent. I'm going to keep it real with y'all, because half of us are not really being transparent enough about what we were really doing in these streets, okay? But at the end of the day, so with that, I wasn't using protection all the time. I was talking to guys sometimes. Some days I met random dudes, had sex with them. Some days I knew them for a long time. Sometimes they were my boyfriends. Let's really be real, y'all. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me. I can only speak on me, but this is what I was doing, okay? So with that being said, that doesn't mean just because I want to go out here and have sex with everybody, doesn't mean that you should get an STD. We got to kill that too. Just because somebody want to go out here and do whatever they want to do does not mean they have to or they should get an STD. Absolutely not. That means everybody who have sex should get pregnant and have kids. Now that is absolutely not true. So with that being said, guys, we have to take that mindset off. Just because somebody's out here doing something, they must be labeled. Why are we labeling people in the first place? Let's really be real. Why are we labeling people in the first? Whatever they want to do with their life has nothing to do with nobody but you, them, really. And if you are involved with them, you need to know what they're doing, just so now you guys can have a communication where y'all won't have STDs or things come into play, and affect your confidence and affect your bodies and things of that nature. But let's be real, guys. People do what they want to do. And I hear this all the time, especially among our community, especially among my clients. I wasn't promiscuous. It's not fair. And you don't have to be. So my whole thing is for my ladies and my men who always keep saying, I'm pissed because I wasn't like that. I wasn't no hoe. I wasn't all out there. It doesn't make a difference. And it makes you so mad that, quote unquote, you wasn't that thought. And you wasn't your friends. And I got a friend, she did everybody. And I got a homeboy who have sex with everybody. And they ain't never had none. It ain't fair. It ain't about being fair. It's about the fact of sex is risky, guys. It's just that what comes with sex is the fact that I can pass on a virus or a bacteria. Let's really be real. It's no different from getting a cold from somebody who don't wash their mother freaking hands sometimes. It is you passing it through sexual contact. That's the only difference. So my whole thing is, why is STDs truly looked at so horrible? Because at the end of the day, we get sick based off people all day long. All day long, we do. The cold killed the flu killed so many people this year because people didn't want to wash, quote unquote, their hands. People didn't, quote unquote, want to cover their mouths. Quote unquote, people didn't want to not go to work, or not want to, make sure their kids don't miss school or whatever. And other people got sick and other people died. Okay, other people died. Herpes ain't killing people, thank God. But at the end of the day, guys, we have to, most importantly, I know it kind of went off the rocker, but at the end of the day, I want y'all to really look at the big picture to realize, why do we keep believing that you must be promiscuous to get herpes? That is a flat out lie. I can tell you, I have talked to thousands over the last 2 years, thousands. Really, I've been doing this longer, but thousands of people through email, phone, text messaging, anything, social media. Most of the people I talk to have herpes because they were in a committed relationship with somebody. And that person did not know they got it because they was in a committed relationship or their partner cheated or whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't hear many people to say, I had sex with this random dude and I end up getting the STD. I don't hear that often, guys. I'm just completely honest. And I'm sure y'all think about my first video that I did. And y'all was like, well, that nigga was random. Sorry. But that dude was random and all that stuff like that. So that's why you got it. First of all, let's really be honest. Okay. Let's really be honest. Let me break this down to y'all. I end up getting tested. Like I said, I never had an STD before. So I'm going to give y'all some history. I end up getting tested in August, okay? Not even August. I think it was in August. A little bit before, because I found out in April. I end up getting tested in August because the guy that I had known since I was 15 years old, ended up having sex with him when I was 20 years old. I ended up having sex with him. Did I use protection? Absolutely not, because I trusted him. I had known him since I was 15, guys. He was there when I first started dating any guy. Okay, I knew this dude. Okay, so I would never had a thought he would have put me in a predicament to harm me. Okay, that's number one. Really everybody issue. We just trust people too much. We don't ask enough questions. We just assume to trust. Okay, I think that was my only downfall. But at the end of the day, I trust him. I did not use protection with him. Okay, a week later, he reached out to me. At this time, Black Planet was popping. Okay, that's before Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all of that. Okay, Twitter. It was for all of that. Okay, so he inboxed me and he told me, Belize, I have a pimple on my penis. Do you have herpes? And I was like, hell no, I do not. I never had an STD in my motherfucking life. Okay, so I don't know where you got it from, but I ain't got that. Okay, and I said, I'll go get tested and I'll come back and I'll let you know. So with that being said, I went on, I did what I need to do. Test came back negative. Okay, negative. It came back negative. All right. End up going out, doing what I do, whatever. I end up having sex with that dude in April, and literally I had an outbreak in hours. In hours. As we know, let's really be real, guys. In hours. Nobody have a full. Now, you may have some irritation, things like that. I have talked to some ladies who felt like they had irritation right off the bat. Truth be told, let's be honest. We all get a little irritated. It's friction. Some people are a little bit rougher than others. Some people are bigger than others, things like that. Some people ain't did nothing in a long time. So at the end of the day, the vagina is very, very sensitive. Okay, let's really be serious. So my whole thing, sometimes we are used to, women, we're used to a little irritation, things of that nature, because, you know, it just happens like that, okay? So we may have some burning, some itching a little bit after that, but we always think, oh, ain't nothing but bacteria, vaginosis, something like that, or yeast infection because our pH is off. Normal, okay? So my whole thing is I end up having sex with him around, it was probably around 12, 1-ish. Literally, I had an outbreak, full-blown outbreak at freaking 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Guys, that lets y'all know I already had it. Did I know I had it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I had never had anything pop up from that point. At all. Nothing. Nothing. I had nobody call me and told me nothing. Nothing. Okay, so with that being said, I didn't know anything about it, so I'm thinking, oh my God, he gave me something, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Truth be told, after doing my own research, I learned, oh, that's not possible. But at the end of the day, guys, you know, I was freaking out. I was absolutely freaking out. So with that being said, this happens to all of us. So my whole thing is we have to really just stop thinking you must be promiscuous to have it. And stop blaming yourself. Well, I was having sex with everybody, so it's kind of my fault. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Please. It doesn't really make a difference, y'all. You can have sex with one person. I have clients who are virgins with herpes, y'all, because they end up having no penetration, but oral sex, or simply kiss somebody and they gave them this virus. Think how difficult it'd be for somebody who never really had any full intercourse and say they have herpes. Okay? So my whole thing is, guys, being promiscuous has nothing to do with you getting this virus. So why are you continuing to believe, quote unquote, the stigma, believing, oh, I have to be out here getting it for me to get it? No, you don't. You can kiss your auntie and she got herpes on her mouth, or cold sores on her mouth, or fever blisters, quote unquote, on her mouth, or that cut on her mouth, or those cuts in the side of her mouth, or it looked like she got acne around her mouth, and voila, you got it now on your face. It happens to little kids all the time. We see kids, we just got out of winter, guys. You've seen so many kids with cold sores all over their mouth because their parents didn't have no clue what it was. What did they do? Did they have any sexual, were they promiscuous? Were they nasty? Absolutely not, guys. So my whole thing is, if you don't want to say that for them, fine. But at the end of the day, guys, we just have to kill the fact that you thinking that you gotta be, you was this nasty person, or quote unquote you wasn't. You know your numbers. You know, you knew you was responsible, and it still happened, because it don't matter. Truth be told, it just don't matter. And we got to kill that in our own mind, because now you beating yourself up. Well, I did everything right and it still happened. You got no skippy, it's going to happen, because at the end of the day, you're having sex. It just comes with the territory, guys. And I know we don't want to hear that, but it comes with the territory. Safe sex is just not condoms. Safe sex is just not testing. Safe sex is first education, and most of us have none of it. If I ask a lot of people about STDs, they will look at me like I'm stupid. I'm not even going to lie. I talk to people 50, 60 and older, and they have no clue about anything. And it's sad, guys. I'm not even going to be mean about it. It's just sad. Because at the end of the day, we do not talk about it. Most of us, which my generation is, 25 and up now, we were lucky. We have sexual education that was real to a certain extent. These kids, they don't even teach sexual education. They talk about nothing but abstinence. Cool, that's great. I'm all down for it, guys. I am all down. I am not against it. Absolutely not. I'm not against it. I truly support it. Okay, and celibacy, I support it 100%. It'll keep you from a lot of this drama that we're all going through at this moment. But at the end of the day, it's still not enough. Just telling somebody not to do nothing is not good enough. You need to tell people, if you choose to do something, what could happen and how to prevent things from happening. But since we're not telling people what to do to protect themselves, this is going to continue to happen on and on and on and on and on and on, because they don't know. And as we know now, this generation is a little bit different. They're a little bit more free in themselves. So things are so open for them to get their hands on. You know, sex is everywhere now. Instagram, Twitter, Jesus, Snapchat. That's why they don't say, you're messing around and you see some of the whole lifestyle down there. So my whole thing is, guys, you just got to understand, we must educate ourselves, educate the people around us, educate our children, educate anybody who's in your proximity. Because at the end of the day, that's the only way that we can reduce any numbers if everybody is aware. If nobody's aware, what can we do? Most people have no clue what herpes is. Literally, I had some guys on my call, last bi-weekly call, that was last Friday. I had 2 men on. One had herpes and the other one did not. I asked them, what did you know about herpes prior to even knowing me? They said nothing. And I asked them, what do you know now? They still say nothing. What do that tell y'all? Nobody cares about herpes to a certain extent until you get on this side of the fence. When you get on this side of the fence, then you know everything. You know about IgG, you know about IgM, you know about Western blot, you know about all the antivirals, you know about every supplement, you know about everything, you know about all these support groups, you know about everything, every book. But before then, you don't care. And that's the truth be told. We don't care about things that's not affecting us. But we got to stop not caring. Because that is what's causing us so much turmoil later on and the shame later on, because we don't take the time, me included. This ain't about y'all. This is about me. Truth be told, we just don't do anything until it happened to us. And we shouldn't have to do that. Let's just take the time, go on Google, find out a little information just to educate yourself, and then ask your partner the same thing. Babe, do you know this? Babe, do you know that? Whatever. And if they don't know, you give them the information, and y'all make sure y'all protect y'all self. And that's when y'all go into making sure y'all getting tested together. And that's going to making sure y'all are using protection. If y'all choose not to use protection, that y'all completely staying among you guys. Now, if you're swingers and things like that, still make sure that people are getting tested. That's very important. If you're into that lifestyle where you're using multiple partners, please, guys, ask for their test results, because at the end of the day, you could be put in a situation where you thinking when you was having a good time, and now this person is not being honest. People lie, and it's sad, but people don't always tell the truth because they're scared to be judged. They're ashamed and things like that. And I have done it. We put other people at jeopardy, So my whole thing is, the best thing to do is to cover yourself and ask the questions you need to do. Okay. So most importantly, guys, you don't have to be promiscuous to get herpes. Point blank, you don't have to be promiscuous to get any STD. It doesn't exist. It doesn't matter, okay? The second thing is, you're nasty. What makes you nasty? Okay, a young lady stated, if many people know that herpes has nine, 7 or 9. I feel like it's 9 strands that human beings can get, 9. The ones that we know the most is type 1, type 2, okay, herpes simplex virus. We know Mona, okay, which is quote unquote the kissing disease. The next one we know is chickenpox. Those are the 4 that we know the most. And then the other one is meningitis, which meningitis is huge, guys, as y'all know. Let's think about it. Chickenpox got a virus. I got a vaccine. Meningitis have a vaccine. Okay, Mona has some antibiotics. Okay, let's really be real. Shingles, thank you, boo-boo. Shingles have a vaccine. Thank you said that. Shingles have a vaccine. Okay, those all have a vaccine, and we have nothing. Okay, so with that being said, guys, at the end of the day, we have to understand that how are you nasty when everybody get chickenpox? We all have chickenpox. They give us a chickenpox virus. First of all, you can't go to school without a chickenpox virus. So you can't go to school without herpes. That's so weird. But truth be told, like, guys, we're looking at this like, ew, it's so nasty. And truth be told, you don't have herpes the whole time. The whole time. So what makes you nasty? Nobody thinks chickenpox is nasty. They're like, oh man, that baby is itching real bad. They got bumps all over their body. Don't scratch. You'll have sores. Oh, put this on it, put that on it. Make sure you're not taking them to school. Things like that. And everybody brush up like, oh, everybody get chickenpox. That's nothing new. Nobody's phased. But you're like, oh my God, herpes, Jesus Christ. What's the difference? Chickenpox ain't nothing but herpes. Nobody thinks that's nasty. So what's so nasty about this? We have to stop viewing things the way other people view it. And then wonder why you view yourself nasty. You view yourself like that because you believe what other people say. Why? Why? I really keep asking all of y'all, if you ever talked to me before, if you're in my support group right now, because I asked a similar question, what I'm talking about, I talked about in my private support group right now. I'm asking them, why do you think what you think? I am challenging y'all thinking process. I'm challenging y'all minds, because at the end of the day, you think you want to get over shame, you think you want to get over the stigma, or quote unquote overcome the stigma, you got to overcome your own thoughts. It ain't about me talking to you all day long. It's not about you watching my videos. It's not about none of that. It's you making the decision that I'm not going to continue to believe somebody else who don't live my life. They don't know what I'm doing. They don't know how I got here. They don't know what I've been through. They don't know how I loved myself before I got here. All of this. They don't know anything. So why am I going to let quote unquote assumption of somebody judging me and thinking that I'm nasty and thinking I'm promiscuous to care? If they think you're a promiscuous, what you talking to them for? If they think you nasty, what you talking to them for? Why? And deuces, good. One person down, millions to go. Okay, it's too many people out here worthwhile who ain't gonna think that of you. And we worry about, and let me be real clear. Most of us feel a lot like this because you got to reject it one time. Oh my God, he rejected me one time and I feel horrible. One time, guys, one time. You're going to let one time take you out. Listen to me. One time take you out. You know how many times I have disclosed? You know how many times guys did not want to talk to me? You know how many guys that I had to go through to even get to my ex-husband? You know how many guys? I still talk to guys now, guys. I have no problem finding a dude who okay with it. I don't. Because I have confidence in myself and I don't care if he don't want to talk to me. Do y'all think it come across my mind? Yeah, I just met a dude today and I was like, oh, he's cute. Oh, I got to disclose. And so what? Life goes on. He going to talk to me or not? Okay, so my whole thing, I don't want y'all to believe I don't have my moments, but I don't let them dwell. Because at the end of the day, it's too many people out here. But as women, I'm going to speak to us. We get so sidetracked. Take one person to take you out and you'll never date again. It take one person and you'll never have sex again. It take one person, you give up on having kids. It take one person, oh, I hate that job. I ain't never going back. It take one person to kill all your dreams. Ladies, why do we give people that much power? Why? I want to know. I really want to know, why do we give people so much power over our lives? I just truly don't understand. And I'm sure you're thinking, like, that don't make no sense. Why I let that boy get over on me like that? I know I'm better than that. I knew what he was doing and I still let him do it. Oh, I heard him dogging me out, talking about you ain't nothing but herpes and you nasty and it's your fault that I got it and it's your fault and if I get it, I'm going to do this and this and this and that to you. And why are you staying? I don't care how much of low self-esteem you have. You need to learn how to still say no. A no ain't going to kill nobody. Nobody. It's not killing nobody. And it's surely going to save you from a whole lot of turmoil. A lot of us are stuck in stuff because we don't want to deal with nobody else. Well, I know what to expect in this situation with him. He gonna get mad at me and he gonna tell me, I'm gonna dog you out and, that's your fault. We here because you gave me, we got herpes, you got herpes and we were good before we got here. And why are you saying you can do bad all by yourself, baby? You can be pitiful all by yourself. You can feel all lonely by yourself. You can reject yourself. You can be ashamed by yourself. Why have somebody to help you? You don't need no help. We struggle along anyway. So why? My whole thing is, ladies, guys, don't let nobody make you feel some type of way. And if you feel that way about yourself, don't let yourself make you feel some type of way. Because you don't have to. Nobody is nasty. Nobody's nasty. We're humans. We're just absolutely humans. And things happen to human beings. Period. Okay? So the next thing is damaged goods. This one bothers my soul. I'm not going to lie, y'all. Who said you was damaged? That made me think about the Bible. Jesus said, who told you was naked? You didn't care that she was slinging your thing everywhere. She didn't care that she had her vajayjay out to the world. They didn't care. Until the devil slithered in and did what he do. My whole thing, who told you you was damaged? I really want y'all to pinpoint who said this stuff to you. Who said something that affected you so bad? I need you to delete them right now. I need you to get rid of them. I need you to, if it's your mama, just don't talk to her for a couple of days, okay? If it's your boyfriend, you need to reevaluate your relationship and probably end it or check him, okay, with his words, but it's already said, so it's already done. Leave it alone, okay? If it's your husband, y'all need to get some counseling and you need to heal if y'all decide to stay together. If it's your best friend, she ain't really your friend. She's calling you damaged. I mean, and if you see it on social media, block it. Come on, guys. We act like we can't do anything. Like, we act like we just got to accept everything that comes in. Oh, I seen some posts on social media, and I seen this. Why are you looking at it? Block it. Delete them. Half of these folks on social media we don't even like. Let's really be honest, guys. Half of the people on social media we don't even talk to no more. They not thinking about you and you not thinking about them. Half of your friends, you don't even like your real friends. You don't even like their picture on social media. You know why? Because you was there. You were there. So you ain't got to like it because you know who you was there. You knew where she was going. You talked to her the day before and the day of. Girl, what you wearing? I picked the outfit. So what should I like they stuff for? For what? For what? For what? You know? So my whole thing is, guys, like, we just have to get to a point where we stop allowing people to convince us what we feel about ourselves. And this is across the board in your life. Stop allowing anybody to convince you who you are and how you think about yourself. Look at your life. Literally, I need you to write down how your life look and ask yourself, do you like it? If you don't, you can change it. Just that absolute simple. This is something my pastor said at church the other Sunday, and I thought it was an amazing thing. He said, look, this is really how we function. God, which I'm a Christian, y'all, I always tell y'all that I am, so y'all gonna hear my analogies. Jesus, God, he is the CEO, and I'm the manager. I mean, I'm the manager over everything. I'm the manager over my children, over my house, over my finances, all of that. Over my health, over my relationships, over my vision that he gave me. So, like, I'm the GM, y'all. Like, I got all this. I'm the area manager, y'all. Like, I'm over on this is all me. My whole thing is, God said, you got control over everything. I gave you dominion over everything. You got control over everything that go on around you. You got control over the devil. You can tell him what to do. Why are we not doing nothing with all the control we have? Why are we not doing nothing with any of the control we have? A lot of us are struggling because we're not stepping into our power. Truth be told, let's really be real about it. We're not being the best managers for ourselves. Sorry, but we're not being the managers. We are being crappy managers, guys. Let's think about our jobs. We have some people at our job, some of our managers we cannot stand. They don't know how to talk to nobody. They do favoritism. They don't come to work on time and expect you to work your behind off. All this other stuff. If you don't like a manager like that, wonder how everybody, look at your life, areas in your life. That lets you know how good of a manager you are. If your finances are not like you want them to be, you're not a good manager of your finances. If relationships in your life are not the best, you're not a good relationship. You're not good in a relationship in your life. Look, okay, guys, we have to understand we have the control over these things. No, you cannot. When it comes to relationships, you have the ability to stay or go, to work it out or leave. My whole thing is when it involves another person, that's complex. Y'all have to come to agreement. If it's no agreement, walk off. We got to learn how to say no and walk, okay? When it comes to kids, it's a little different, y'all. Kids are different. They come with their own mind. They come with their own being. We train them. But still, I'm a manager. I'm the training manager now. I got to make sure you learn this thing. I know you're going to make mistakes. I'm going to be patient with you. I'm going to be gentle with you. I'm going to test you. All these things like that. So my whole thing is different too. But at the end of the day, guys, with the areas of our life that don't involve nobody, your self-esteem has nothing to do with nobody. Your finances have nothing to do with nobody. Okay? Other than health, okay, when it comes to sexual health, yes, that involves other people. But other than that, how you eat, what you put in your body, how you take care of your body, has everything to do with you as well. Okay, so with these areas, guys, question is, are you being the best manager? Truth be told, I had to be real myself last Sunday. I said, woo, I'm getting better, Jesus, but I ain't there yet. Help me, because I ain't being the best manager I can be. I could be a better manager in so many areas of my life. And I'm sure everybody who's on this live right now could be a better manager as well. Question is, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Most of us not going to do it. This sound mean, but you ain't gonna do it. Some people, y'all ain't gonna do it. That sound mean, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. Some of y'all not gonna do it. And you know why you're not gonna do it? Because you're gonna worry about what other people think so much that you fail to live your life the best way you can. You allow people to keep you where you at. If you don't like where you are, typically it's because other people's assumptions, other people's thoughts, other people's views are keeping you there. Not just you. A lot of people's like, it's self-sabotage, it's fear. Fear is typically created from other people, not always ourselves. It could be things that other people say around you that created that fear for you. Okay, so my whole thing is stop allowing all this noise on the outside to keep you from being the best you. I mean, y'all people, I be some amazing people, and I'm blessed to meet you guys and talk to y'all, and I try to encourage y'all, but I need y'all to make a decision. I'm not gonna lie. Make a decision. And work on it. Then I tell you, y'all hear me all the time. It's not going to happen overnight. But at the end of the day, you got to do something. And most of us are doing nothing. And then expect, oh my God, he's going to come out the sky and he's going to be great. My whole thing, if you have not accepted yourself, even if a dude, okay, let me be real. If you have not accepted yourself and you get in a relationship, does not mean you're going to still accept yourself. That relationship has nothing to do with your self-esteem. As much as y'all think it do, it don't. It don't. It make you feel good for a minute, but you still struggling by yourself. You still, when he ain't around, worrying about if he gonna get it. You still worrying about how he really think about you. You still wonder if he, just giving you the guilt trip. Because you haven't accepted yourself. When you accept yourself, you don't care about all that. Yeah, you're concerned because nobody wants to give anybody this virus. I'm not saying that's not a concern. You're going to think about that. But when you get to a point of acceptance, you accept the fact that he is a grown mother freaking man. I mean, real grown. And he made his own decision. And you respect it and you move on. Okay? And you move forward and y'all enjoy your relationship. Okay? So damaged goods, guys. I don't want to hear another person say they damaged goods. Okay? Don't say it to me. What you want to say to yourself, I can't stop you, but I should strongly suggest you stop it. Because what you say, you become. What you answer to, you are. Stop answering to the herpes stigma. You won't be it. But if you continue to answer to it, you are what you answer to, guys. And you don't have to be. You absolutely don't have to be. Go get your brother. Go get him. Now. So, with that being said, guys, I just wanted to touch on that. And then the last one is, what was my last one? Being irresponsible. Okay, and that kind of tied into my manager thing. My whole thing is, with the shame, we struggle with thinking, or saying I'm shameful because I wasn't responsible enough. My whole thing is, guys, responsibility comes with knowledge. Responsibility comes with wisdom. All of us are irresponsible until we know better. Let's be honest. Nobody, if you don't know better, how are you irresponsible? That don't go together, dude. Most people are irresponsible when they know better, okay? But at the end of the day, let's really be honest. Most of us had no clue about herpes. We did what we had to do. We felt like I was in a relationship with somebody. I asked my questions that I need to ask. Because most of y'all did y'all due diligence. Everybody ain't not do their due diligence. We all simply do the basics, ask the questions, things like that. And then it still happened because we don't know that it's not including the STD testing. No, so I'm irresponsible just because I had sex? Or am I irresponsible because I just didn't know? My whole thing is I don't think you're irresponsible at all. I think just the fact that we wasn't educated. It's as simple as that. And y'all may say, it got to be somebody's fault. It don't. It really don't, guys. We live in a world where information, you have to seek it or you won't get it. No. You have to seek it or you won't get it. Get that off his head. That's disgusting.
I didn't put it on his head.
Take it off and go wash your hands. Go wash your hands. Thank you. He had a Band-Aid on his head. I was like, ew. Okay. But at the end of the day, guys, you just got to completely understand that fault don't really exist to me. Like, I don't believe in fault. I feel like at the end of the day, we are humans. We all make mistakes. We do things knowingly. We do things unknowingly and things like that. I just say take your piece in it and move forward. But that word of irresponsible make you feel so hard. It's so harsh sometimes. It's so mean. My whole thing is that you just do what you can to manage yourself the best way you can. But it's hard to manage. Let's just think about a manager who just started. They don't know everything. You got to train them. Oh, they don't know nothing. And I got to train them. But at the end of the day, you teaching them the ropes to be a good manager. If you don't know what to do as a good manager, then how are you going to be a good manager? Same way, how are you going to protect yourself or, even build your self-esteem back if you don't know how? You don't know how. So you're irresponsible because you don't have no confidence. You're irresponsible because, you're irresponsible because your money ain't right or whatever. My whole thing is, if you don't know, what can you do? That's not irresponsible. I just feel like it's just time for you to go get the information that you need to get the to move forward. Just to move forward. So my whole thing is, I want us to stop saying, I'm irresponsible. I ain't good with this and I ain't good with that. You're right. You ain't gonna be good with nothing talking like that.
Someone was knocking on the door.
Don't open the door. Lock the door.
I liked it.
So my whole thing is, guys, go. Don't open that door either. I'm on the phone. I'm on the video. So with that being said, guys, y'all just got to understand, we have to stop being so negative to ourselves and wonder why we're struggling with things. We can't talk to ourselves like we talk to ourselves and expect something good to come out of it. We know what happens when... No, get out. Y'all do that. Get out. Out. Get out. Get out. That's just that simple. Okay, so sorry, mommy moment. Y'all know me. I ain't gonna filter for y'all. They're my babies. So with that being said, guys, y'all just gotta completely understand that you can't talk to yourself like that and expect anything good to come out of it. We know what it feels like to be negative, like, to receive negativity. We are feeling that 100% with this herpes stigma. And look how you feel. And then you're gonna add yourself on top of it and what you say about yourself, because you know yourself very well. You're gonna stay where you at. And you don't have to. You don't have to. I know a lot of you guys look at me like, oh my God, she's so confident in herself and da-da-da-da. Guys, I was just where y'all was at. 9 years ago, I felt what y'all felt. Just 7 years ago, even when I started doing this, I was still struggling in certain areas, okay? So I don't want y'all to think I was like, oh God, I was so perfect. No, I still was struggling in areas as well. I still have moments myself now like, ugh, I hate this thing. I just really do. But my passion to help y'all tips over anything I feel. Tips over anything I think. I was like, who cares? Whatever. Move on. I'm moving on. I'm moving right on motherfucking along. Because at the end of the day, it's other people who just don't know how. And I am going to be the person who's going to give you the information where you feel like, okay, now I can be the best manager for myself because now I have the tools. Now I have the resources. Now I have everything I need. Because truth be told, herpes, we didn't have no resources. We didn't have no voices. We didn't have anything, especially within the African American community. We didn't have anything. Now y'all have it. And since you have it, guys, now let's start to move forward. Let's start to move forward. We don't have to stay stagnant. We don't have to still feel lonely. We still don't have to be depressed. We still don't have to be a lot of things pertaining to herpes, okay? Pertaining to herpes. I know some people deal with anxiety, depression, things like that they were dealing with before they got here. But at the end of the day, pertaining to herpes, this doesn't have to keep you there, okay? You could be able to move forward past that part in your life. Even if you're still dealing with that, you just have to deal with the things on that end. But pertaining to herpes, this shouldn't trigger you continuously because you can move past it. You just have to truly get over the fact of worrying about what people think. That's really what this whole thing, No Shame Month, is about. Saying, I don't care what nobody think. Even sometimes you got to tell yourself, I don't care what you think. I don't care what you're thinking. I don't care about none of them negative thoughts that keep crossing my mind. I don't care about these negative feelings that I'm having. I don't care because it ain't true. I'm not feeding into this mess. You're going to do right today. You're going to think right today. Okay? You're going to think right today. You're going to get yourself together today. Sometimes you got to give yourself a pep talk. Like, shut up. You're doing too much. You, like, suck it up. Suck it up. Because at the end of the day, we will let our emotions get the best of us. But guys, emotions let you know that something is wrong with you. Okay? Emotions is not something you're supposed to sit in. Emotions is our alarm system. And we typically let the alarm keep going off Typically, if you hear the fire alarm, you go take out whatever is supposed to deal with that fire alarm. You deal with it, and the alarm go off. But a lot of us allowing our emotions like woo, 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 and we're doing nothing. We hear this alarm so much that we don't even hear it no more. It's like when you sleep through your snooze. When you're so used to the noise, you just go back into a deep sleep. My whole thing, don't ignore our system. Our system is our emotions, and we're ignoring it. Stop ignoring it. If you're feeling depression, you're feeling anxiety, you're feeling those things, that's letting you know something is going on with you, and you need to manage it. You need to get it managed. You need to get it fixed. You need a solution. And it ain't tomorrow. That's like ASAP. Find a solution and work on that. Okay? So, guys, I hope that helped you guys in so many ways. I've seen a lot of you guys talk here. So, hi. I love your videos. You are right. Yay. Then you once talk about Dr. CB just talked it out. What happened? Go back to the video that I did on herpes cure, and you can listen to everything about that pertaining to that. As y'all know me, I'm not here for a cure. That's just not my drive in life. I'm here to help y'all get over the stigma. If you can get over the stigma, you can go get this cure. But most of y'all are so stuck in y'all mind, and you're so negative about yourself. It's hard for any of y'all to even be fully disciplined to even do anything. You know? My whole thing is I'm on a new health journey myself. I'm juicing, things like that. So I'm moving towards whatever I'm moving towards. Am I looking for a cure? Am I focused on a cure? Absolutely not. I'm doing that for the benefit of my body. I already don't have outbreaks like that anyway. So I'm not really fazed about the outbreak part. I don't have any like that. But my whole part is to help us mentally. So a lot of people ask me, and that's not to come at you anyway. But anyway, like people ask me, do you want to cure yourself? I don't really care. You know, at the end of the day, it's not a really big deal to me. My whole thing, I feel like I got this to help you guys. So my whole thing is I can't relate to you if I don't have it to a certain extent. But at the end of the day, when God put in my heart to heal me completely from this thing, best believe I'm going to be in y'all face like, hey, do this, do that. And I'm not going to hide it and all this stuff like that. I will come right back on the live and say, write notes. This is what you do. This is what you do. But my most important thing is we have to work on my mindset. A lot of us can't do what we really want to do because we just discombobulated up there. We are so discombobulated. My whole thing, you got to get your mind right. If you want to do anything pertaining to your health, it requires discipline. And most of us don't have it because we're not mental. We can't even control our own thoughts, let alone control what we put in our mouth. I'm just being honest. Like my whole thing, I'm just being real. So my whole thing is we got to get this mental state together. When we get this mental state together, everything will start flowing. It start flowing. Okay? It start flowing. But we got to work on our minds, y'all. We got to work on our minds. When we get this, we can kill the stigma. And when you can kill the stigma within yourself, you won't worry about what people think. And you will simply do what you need to do to, quote unquote, cure yourself for this. Or even get to a point where you're not having outbreaks anymore. Because at the end of the day, you're in a good state to say, you know, I accept myself even if I have this, if I keep it, if I don't. But at the end of the day, I still do want to do something so I can reduce my odds. I still want something to do that I can get rid of this virus. But you're in a better place to do it. It's kind of hard to do stuff when you are low. Tell me what you have done when you was at your lowest time in your life. Yeah, most of us get out of it. But most of us don't want to eat. We don't want to do anything. We don't want to talk to nobody. We barely sleep. We do nothing but cry. Guys, no lie. We do nothing but cry and wallow in our thoughts. It's very hard to function at a low point. It's very hard to function at a low point. So my whole thing, I'm trying to encourage y'all to get your minds to a better place. So now you can start doing the things you need to do to move towards that cure or the vaccine or whatever that may be for you. My whole thing is, y'all know, that's not my big promote thing. I'm here to get your mind right. That is my whole goal in life. That's my vision, and I'm sticking to it. Somebody else focus on that. That ain't me. But at the end of the day, y'all know, if I come across it, I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to share it. So with that being said, I love y'all, and I hope this helped. I know somebody said they want to talk to me personally. All the information is going to be in the area, in the subject area. As soon as I post this, you can reach out to me at overcomingthestigma@gmail.com, or you can set up a session with me, which is bit.ly/I have it all capital letters, and you can set up an appointment with me from overcoming session, which is an hour, disclosing session, which is 30 minutes, ask questions, which is 20 minutes, and also have a couple session, which is an hour as well. Everybody, those are phone or video. You do have the choice to choose which one you want to do, so you have the ability to do whatever you desire, and I will make myself available to you. So with that being said, guys, I love you guys. I hope all is well, all is well, all is well, and we'll be talking to you. You know where to find me if you need me.